Okay, so we are back in the third segment of this interview with Archana Sekhar. She's a recent student turned, I would say, professional. So, Archana, coming back to what we talking about, these shelters in the city. You said there are 22 shelters which the corporation runs or wants to run. So, what's the present condition of those 22?
Currently, the one shelter that is up and functional is the shelter run by the Banyan in Santom.
Okay.
The other NGOs willing to run shelters are still in talks with the Corporation of Chennai.
Okay, and you took hold of that one establishment because that was catering to mentally unstable men, is that right?
Mentally unstable men.
And
so,
since Banyan is already in that field, you decided to take that?
yes.
Okay.
That's
so
how that
technically
happened.
you will not be able to handle the other 21 of them.
Well, the idea is to take it slow and...
But everybody will die in the meanwhile. While you're thinking slow.
No, I mean not that kind of slow. I mean, what the corporation wants to do is ideally cater to all kinds of homeless people. So be it be it the migrant population, be it people with disabilities, with mental illness, families, women who've been abused.
Abandoned,
So different kinds of homeless population. So what they also, I think, very nicely, very cleverly want to do is hand over every shelter they have to an NGO, to a specialist NGO. So that way we first covered the sort of different needs of people.
So then in that sense, your Banyan taking over this particular one with mentally unstable people will probably be the most difficult of that lot because they're the ones who require most attention, isn't it?
Well, I think you're vulnerable if you're homeless.
No, that's for sure.
Of course, mental illness adds to it, but I think the worst kind of thing or the worst implication is poverty. I think poverty is the root cause of any kind of hardship or suffering that a person faces.
Yeah, that's goes without saying.
Being on the streets and being in poverty could make anybody mentally ill.
But you wouldn't be on the streets without poverty. So that's a given. I'm just saying, of this deprived and lot with various kinds of problems, the ones with mental illness would be the ones that would be absolutely abandoned by everybody, including the family.
Yes.
So therefore, you people step in and doing a wonderful job.
The most neglected of society really is mentally ill people.
Okay, now, critical question. We always hear about money. Recently, there was an uproar in Parliament, people saying that somebody said, I can have a full day's meal for 30 rupees, and the rest of them are ridiculous. Show me where do you buy your rations, where do you eat, where do you do this? What's the kind of money that the corporation gives you per head, per day, to look after these people?
See, some of the shelters are functioning as only night shelters. So they give their residents or people who come in only one meal a day.
All right.
And some shelters, like I said, are running 24-hour facilities for mentally ill men, say, or people with disabilities. So they have the need to provide all 3 meals.
Okay.
But the Corporation of Chennai is doing a great job in giving every shelter rupees 25 a meal for one person.
Okay, so that's just for the meal. It doesn't go into
25 rupees is for one meal. So that's the amount that we pay for one meal.
Do you give them bedding, a mattress,
all that is other than this.
Okay, so that doesn't come into this.
That
25.
doesn't come into this 25.
So there's some other budget which takes care of that.
The budget allotted for every shelter for a year by the Corporation of Chennai is about 10 lakh rupees.
Per shelter. In addition, of course, the NGO brings in some funds. So does Banyan bring in for the one that you are running?
Of course, yes. So it's a great partnership between an NGO and the government, where together we are trying to do something.
Where do you raise your money from?
The Banyan's money comes from a lot of individual donors, and we also have grants coming in for both research and for service implication.
Okay, so you have one funding from God knows where. Well-meaning people and well-meaning organizations.
People, yes.
And then you have the government chipping in.
Of course.
So, do you see that if all 25 were to run in this city?
Of course, I must mention here that for this particular shelter, the Banyan has partnered with the HCL Technologies Foundation. So,
there are 3 partners in that now.
Yes, in this we have a public, private and government.
Oh, that's good. Is that the best pattern?
I think that's the best way to go because these corporates, like I said, are very, very well-minded. They want to do a lot of good. They also have the manpower and the monetary resources.
How do you say manpower?
Because we have HCL doesn't stop with just giving us money.
Okay.
So they do regular visits to the shelter.
Oh, they do.
Employees come to the shelter, spend time with people at the shelter.
Or at least look around to see how is it running.
Of course, yes. We have frequent reviews.
Okay.
We give them quarterly reports. So it's a very holistic thing.
So
it's not just giving the money.
Yeah, so this Balance 21 that are waiting for a partner to run, if it gets delayed and delayed for whatever reasons, you can't find it, would your Banyan be able to say, okay, we'll take on some more? Or is that only this that you want to do?
Well, that would be too quick to say we can take on some more, because I feel like right now we are the one shelter that's, like I said, functional. So it would be great to make this a sort of role model shelter. So we have all the systems in place. We have
Yeah,
everything
but that
we
would
need in
mean
place.
countless numbers dying on the pavement while you're trying to improve your own system of delivery.
In Chennai, of course, I find that you're not going to have homeless people dying like that on the streets.
Why is that?
Of course, there are adverse conditions, but here weather doesn't play a sort of critical role like in other parts of the country.
Okay,
So you don't really have people dying of the cold.
All right.
And I find through this very interesting program that the Banyan runs, it's called Kind People Happy City, where we encourage normal or I mean, I shouldn't be
More
using
fortunate
the word
people.
normal, but more fortunate, more privileged people to engage on the streets with a homeless person. So we
Okay.
have volunteers engaging with homeless people on the streets every single
But
night.
you know, every time you look at a homeless person, all we generally see when you see a homeless person, they probably be just a homeless person, but he also looks slightly demented. He looks a little crazy. He looks mad, with matted hair and dirty clothes, and people tend to avoid them just for that one reason.
Of course, but I should mention here that these are all right now the politically incorrect words to use.
What?
So the only words that we use to describe these people are homeless people with psychosocial disabilities.
Call it what you will, but I'm saying, but so
the
people
idea
don't-
is that
Yeah.
the idea is that, oh well, it's proven that spending that much time alone on the streets can cause a person to become mentally
No,
ill.
I have no doubt about that. That it's not something of their making. They just, I mean, they turn up that way. I'm just saying, and because of that, there's a little lurking fear in people. You know, is he going to whip out a knife and stab you?
Of course,
So that's what really keeps people away from
away
helping
from
them.
talking to them.
Yeah. So people like you who have come out of, I don't know.
And what we do is, if say if you find a person who's homeless near your residential
Yeah.
area and
Yeah.
want to do something about him,
Yeah.
well, we would suggest that you go approach that person and speak to that person.
Okay.
But another thing that we will say is that let's not try and get that person into a shelter or into an asylum,
Okay.
because that's not the way to go. We don't have the space for every mentally ill person
Accommodating
or
all
every
the-
homeless
yeah.
person to go
Yeah.
into a place.
So what's the solution?
So the solution is, we, as a community, as a kind person, we engage with that person. So I feel, and I know for a fact because I've done this for a year now, and I think
Okay.
it works, is to befriend that person. So if I feel like
Are
if
you
every
kidding?
homeless,
Are you kidding? Who's going to befriend a person like that? Is that real solution?
I can show you volunteers who've done it.
Okay, that's the difference between you people who are well-meaning and sincere and talking with the average citizen. I don't know whether it'll actually happen, but there must be some other way.
I
that-
feel like the average citizen is actually a very, very kind person. And I was just going to say that when being on the streets, you won't believe the number of people who come up to you and say, I've already spoken to this person is so and so, this person is from here. And easily about 4 or 5 people that we've engaged with over the last 1 year who are living on the streets have been completely supported by the communities that they live in. So in Besant Nagar, for example, which you would think of as a very posh
There are plenty of them
community,
wandering around,
there's
yeah.
a guy living on the streets that is, he's completely cared for by that like people on
The
that
people
street.
around that area.
So I was driving past that road on a rainy evening, thinking to myself, I'd like to have budgies and hot tea right now. And I drive past and I see that this guy sitting down there with budgies and hot tea, and somebody's given it to him.
Oh, okay.
So I see that Chennai is a very kind city.
All right, it's nice to hear that, because generally people say people are callous and don't care. And also nice to hear that the corporation is actually doing things, because we are so used to tossing bricks at them and chucking rot at them by saying they're useless, they're no good. But it gives us hope to hear you say that there are lots of good things being, and on top of that, people like you in your generation who are willing to come forward and do this. So it's been a short little talk. I wish we could have taken more time to do it, but thank you very much for coming over,
Thank you
Archana.
so much
Thanks
for
a
this
lot.
opportunity.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.